Pep, congratulations. How do you feel having signed this new contract with City?
Well, so satisfied and grateful for the confidence for all club, all organization, and be happy to continue to do our best for this club, for this organization next years.
You've said this was an easy decision, and you've been manager at City longer than any other football club that you've managed, so it's clear that you're very happy here. Can you explain to the fans what it is about Manchester City, the club, the organisation that makes you feel so comfortable in your work?
Well, as a manager, I have everything that I need. So, especially, I know all the managers will depend on the results. Of course, me as well. And we have to win to continue. But I saw many times in the bad moments how the people here support me. Of course, Farhan and Chiki, but especially Khaldun, our chairman. And this time was the main reason. That's why I decided to continue. We have a long talks this week, and all together, and we put the both sides to continue or not. And at the end, we decide the best for all of us is continue, because still we have the feeling that still is not unfinished business, and still we have something to do, continue what we have done the last year. So this club won in the recent past, but being all together, we won a lot, and we won a lot, and we won again. And the target is in this club, like in the past, is not a club won a lot of titles, is continue to try to maintain in this stature of the club as much as possible. And that's why I have the desire to help with all fantastic players that we have for the next years, especially our fans, but the whole football proud the way we play and the way we win.
You and Khaldun, as you've just said, you have a very close relationship, which is great. Everybody wants a boss that they trust and believe in. How important for you is the stability that relationship brings?
Well, I would say I'm not living daily with him. I am closer, of course, for all the players, all backroom staff. I'm so proud. And of course, Chiki and Farhan. But and I would say at this time, the reason why I extend the contract is for our chairman, especially what I said, for the conversations that we have. He convinced me that still we have to move forward, to try to do it, to continue what we have done this incredible last 4 years together, and try to do it knowing that how tough will be with the Premier League in Europe, and the desire to, if it's possible, to make a step forward in this club, or maintain the level that we achieved the last seasons.
We feel like a very stable club, both on and off the field, but we're also building for the future as well. I mean, how well placed do you think City are to continue having success and to innovate in the future?
Well, the competition is so tough, it's so demanding, but that is the challenge. So that is the target. So we are agreed to do again 100 points or 90 points or win 7 or 8 titles in 2 seasons. It's almost impossible to do it again. And win 4 titles in 1 season, it's almost impossible to do it again. We know it, all the club. But that doesn't mean to not fight for the titles and do exactly what you have to do. And continue what we have done so far. Every game we play, every competition to play, to do our best. And that is the target. Still, I have the feeling that it's not over. And that's why we decide to continue being together.
You've revolutionised the way City play football since you've been here, and we've put together a very young and talented squad. How important is it for you to create a philosophy at this football club that ensures success continues beyond and for many years to come?
All the philosophies are okay. There is not one better than the other one. The most important thing is from the chairman until following the sport director, especially with Chiki, the manager, the players are in the same line. This is the most important thing. Because after that is important in the same line, because when the situation is not going well, you know the reason why. And after to make a solutions, the club, since the day one, tried to do absolutely everything to make the team as best as possible. And it's not just the team, so HQ and how the people work in all departments also was one of the reasons why I decided. So I live with all the people there, the marketing department, the media department, the sponsor department, for all the situations. And I feel comfortable working with them, and that's why. So it's a fantastic organization, a fantastic club. And they make me feel from the day one home with me and my family. And right now I feel I could not be in a better place to do my job, and still I have the energy. I have the desire to be manager, to train with these players. And this is the reason why. The moment, you know, the contract is a papers. So the moment this fire or this IRSC, I cannot give more, or I cannot give to the players as best that we can to win titles, I will step back. The club will understand, I will understand, and always will remain something special about the relation that I have with this incredible cup.
You and Chiki have made some top signings during your time here. How happy are you with the current squad?
A lot. So all the time when we make a decision, sometimes it's going well, sometimes it's going wrong. So there is not a club like everything going perfect. But I think they are so clever. They know exactly what we want, what we need, and sometimes it's not a problem with the club. Sometimes it's a problem for the manager to don't take the best. But in general, what we have done is it's really good. It just football is never a stop. So when you believe you have reached one certain level and you believe in everything is in order, in 1 month everything can going down, and after you have to always be prepared to do the next step. And and that's why because a part of being incredible professionals, I'm working with friends, and this is unbelievable. So have a friends like our CEO and Chiki, but not just of them. So I met Omar, I met a lot of people here. Like I consider we are friends, and working in these conditions always is easier, because in the good moments you have more reasons to celebrate it. It's funnier. And in the bad moments, we stick together. So they don't judge, because we are adults enough, professionals enough to know that if it doesn't work well, we have to stop, something we have to change. But in the same time, when we believe in still we can do it, I feel here we are not just if I win or I lose, it's going well or going wrong. So we know exactly, we see it, we talk a lot every day, and see what we can do better, to improve.
In the last few years, we've said goodbye to some very important players: Company, Yaya, Pablo, David Silva. Explain to me how a manager deals with that scenario, trying to replace not just great players, but huge personalities and important people at a football club.
Honestly, I would love to Vincent still would here, and Pablo would be here, and many incredible players that make this club would be here. But there is a question of time, because the time comes for everyone. So there is one time I arrive, it will be one time I will leave. So it's part of the life. So there is a time to start, a time to finish. And in that process, I know that there is some players are incredible, difficult to be, replaceable. But in the same time, you have to move forward. And in the same times, like the club, we feel a moment that we have to look for another manager. So in that time, we are in charge right here, and we have to, to find the right players to replace these incredible players that make this club like we are right now.
And just to talk specifically about Chiki and Ferran, because I know that the three of you work very closely in terms of bringing players here. Just give me a flavour of how much you appreciate the work that Chiki and Ferran do in helping you to construct a squad.
No, of course they are so important because, as I said before, they are a friend of mine, so it's easy to do it. But at the end, I work with them, I talk with them, but I work with my backroom staff. So for me, it's more important the relation I have right now with Juanma and with Rodo, with Carlos, with all the physios we have, the doctors, with Max. They make an incredible job in this difficult time and period with the lockdown. And yeah, so one is not just Chiqui Ferran, of course they are important, but what's really, really important is the people I'm working with every single day. You know, the cookers, the sport analysis. Mar Bushasa is one incredible important person for us in our organization. And I would say a lot of them. And this is the reason why, again, as well, the reason why I decide to continue, because at the end I'm working every day with them and I want to be comfortable working with them. It would not be the reason why, and I will be not comfortable, I will not have been extend the contract.
I was going to ask you about your backroom team, your staff, Juanma, etc. What do each of them bring to the table for you? They all have different ingredients that they bring, but what is it?
But they help the team. So all the backroom staff, we are here to help the team, to help the players. No other reason why. So I start with Dome and Mikel. They were both of them so important in the first years. And after they decide to move, and yeah, we replace for other people, and just all of us, we are here to help our players to perform well on the pitch.
You talk about Dome and Mikel leaving. Is it sometimes good though to bring in some new people into the backroom team to freshen things up and bring some new ideas?
Well, sometimes it's what it is. So we never fire one person here. We are the light of them, how they work. So, but personal situation, personal life, personal ambitions. Also, you have to understand it. So everyone think for the best for themselves. The important is the people are here, are happy to work here.
It's interesting to me that in La Liga, a lot of the Spanish teams play a very similar type of football, whereas in the Premier League, there seems to be more variety. Is that something that keeps you challenged? Is that an element of working in England that you love?
Not especially, because the reason why I was in Barcelona after I went to Munich, so it was to prove myself in different countries, I was able to do it, and we did it. So I don't have any complaints how good it was, our period in Barcelona and Munich and here. Also, I have a feeling here is not that I wanna. We put the team like previous manager has done. Roberto and Manuel has done, winning the Premier League, but we were able to maintain this level for a longer time. You know, making back-to-back and FA Cups and 3 Carabaos in a row, Community Shields. We won a lot of titles. That's why we maintain this level for a longer time. And this is the most difficult thing, is when you became a big club, a big team. And I have the feeling you have to continue, you have to try to put the team all together, being there for many years. This is the target, and that's why talking with Khaldun this week, and I understood what the clubs wanted, and I said, okay, we're going to do it together again.
Johan Cruyff once said, Guardiola wants to make football better. Is that what drives you? Do you want to improve the game?
I want to win. That we want, all of us to win, and we'll be judged for this. The way we want to do is our way, like another team do it in their own way. So there is not a perfect way. There is not a one way better than the other one. This is a big mistake. I never thought our way is different or better. No, never, ever. It's just the way we believe we can do it. And we prove it in the past, doing something in this country I've never done before, since was born. And the target is put the club or the team and organization and being for a longer time in this position.
And of course, we're living through a global health pandemic at the moment. There are a lot of City fans who can't come to the stadium, they can't see the players that they love. Do you have a message for those fans today? Because they're going to be very happy that you've signed this new contract.
I don't want to leave without saying hello and maybe bye in the stadium. So I think all the clubs, we need our fans, but especially, of course, I'm talking for ours. So we are looking forward. They have to know that we think a lot of them all the time when we play, especially at home. How empty, how sad it is, and but hopefully it's going to finish soon, and we can find and we can be together. So we wanna let them be proud of ourselves. I know we did it in the past, how proud we were, like we have done in the last years. But yeah, we are looking forward to do it together in the stadium, especially when we're going away. I never forget when I learned when these fans were in main road and were in the second division, not fighting for. We are fighting right now, and it was 30,000 or 35,000 followed the team away. And when that's happened, it means that how good is one club, how special it is. But not isn't it just winning titles. Of course, it's so important. But sometimes it's more important, don't forget what we were. And what we are right now is really, really good. And the target is, again, is fighting and all together. And all the buildings and all the clubs in this Manchester City football group, and try to maintain this level in UK and in Europe as best as possible.
Well, Pep, everyone at City is delighted that you've signed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck for the rest of your time here.
Thank you so much.